I don't have my visor.
Welcome, everyone, to Get to the Points. Sean Green here with Doug Stanhope, Brendon Walsh. Brendon, no visor. What happened?
I'm traveling. I forgot to pack my visor. But
You
I'm in.
forgot?
I'm on the East Coast, so it's cold. It's not visor weather.
Yeah, I could see that. You lose your your head NFL head coach look without the visor. Doug, you look like an NFL head coach, but from like a different decade.
I
You look like a '60s NFL head coach.
Yeah, I think it's these glasses. I took my contacts out, which I only do about once a year, and I put on my regular glasses, and yeah, no, I think I look very coached, Lombardi era coachy.
Yeah, or maybe like the Green Bay Packers, the first analytics guy they ever hired. Like that's kind of your look right now. I think it's working there for you, Doug. So
I got a notepad, so I'm taking down. The number 22. We need to put him on a slant route. That's what we need to do with him.
Yeah, get him going. Shout out to the chat checking in. Good to see from everyone. Appreciate everyone sending in the old dick pics. Well, I'm sure we'll be getting to those.
I just forwarded you another email too that we got a late entry.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah,
great.
I don't even remember what the game was, but we were both watching it. We both saw the same dick, and my phone dinged like seconds before I sent it to Sean. We both sent the exact same dick pic.
We'll start. We'll jump ahead because this is the Sunday night matchup, and I got them in order now by game. But we have to talk about this one. Jake Bates, the kicker for the Lions. I mean, making the face is just an incredible.
I mean, that's the calendar cover right there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. My biggest regret was not going back and filming, because that was a good 6 seconds of him just making this like sleepy-eyed face.
Yeah, and he was like doing a hip gyration thing, trying to get loose.
I was at my brother's house and we had the game on. I was half paying attention to it. They really lingered on that shot for I was like, it's weird because the cognitive dissonance or whatever. Like I kind of just thought like, oh, I'm watching Get to the Points or something.
Yes.
Like I kind of forgot that it was the actual game.
No, and he's licking his lips all seductively. Like I guess anyone who does like a quad hip thrusting stretch would look odd, but the licking your own lips.
Yeah, that mouth stayed like that. That was not just you caught him in a weird.
No, it wasn't. Moment. Yeah, it wasn't one frame, and this is the Lions kicker who. Poking out through a little bit on the actual attempt. He's a guy they got from the UFL who was like a guy hitting these 60-yarders, and the Lions had a really bad kicker last year and then ended up signing him, and he's really saved their team. So, the group chat was fired up. We were both hopping in on that one. How about you guys? How was your we didn't do a show last week, couldn't figure it out with the holiday, but how have your gambling weeks been the last couple of weeks, Doug?
You know what? I started out, I'm still up, going upper. So I was at 1342, I believe, last we chatted, and I'm at 1383 before the bets that I made. So yes, I'm up $383.98 on the season. Now, what's that from $1,000? That's a fucking return on investment. That's what that is.
That is the Doug Stanhope. Who needs a 401k when you have Doug's picks? We need an update on the bean bets. How have those been going?
I got fucking hammered again and crucified. We went ahead and bet both the Christmas games. I lost both of them. I hit Buffalo. So I get to pick. Of course, we picked the Vikings and the Detroit for the last week. I get the. Unfortunately, he took the Vikings, and I think that's a strong bet. I'm tempted to fucking hedge that bet and just let Bean fucking. Yeah.
Let him have it. What about you, Brendon? How I feel like we haven't gotten any texts of you being really pissed off about gambling results. So that means either you're saving some money for the kids' Christmas or you weren't getting spilled. What's going on?
I've been traveling. I sat last week out because we were traveling around a lot, and I didn't need it. There was enough stress traveling with 2 little kids. I didn't need to just randomly put some bets in and then just keep checking my phone and going, fuck. So
yeah, there is always that, and it happens all the time where like Christmas Day I was at my in-laws and they're like, oh, you love gambling, what'd you bet on? And then I go, well, the Texans are getting a lot of points here, so I did take the Texans and the points. And they're like, oh wow. And then they just get waxed, and then people keep asking questions. So that means you lost $200, correct? Like, yes, that's what that means. But wait, why would you pick the Texans when the Ravens scored so many more points? It's like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It was a bad pick. Where were you when I nailed the Chiefs game? You weren't there busting my ball. And they're like, not even trying to be dicks. They're just asking questions. Like, so when you lose by 30 points, does anything bad happen? Like, yes, it was all bad.
Yeah, people love to ask questions about gambling, and it's like, it's not that hard to wrap your head around. It's like, so wait a minute.
Yeah, the fucking point spread, just point spreads baffle fucking people.
Oh yeah,
it baffles people. You're just like, listen, when the game starts, my team's already winning by 6.5 points. That's how it works.
I don't understand the half.
It literally has a plus and minus. So just take your score and plus or minus it. Yeah. And people are still like, I don't parlays, they don't make sense to me. It's like, no, come on. It takes 2 seconds.
But 3 of your 4 teams won. You don't get anything for that?
Wow.
We should give you something. Once you get your sports game network actual betting app up and running, then we're going to do away with the half a point and just randomly 0.1 to 0.9.
We can do fucking 0.333.
That's what I'm saying. Anywhere between 0.1 and 0.9. We'll just we can get like lots of digits in there. 6.00007.
I like beating the competition. Oh, they only give you a half point over at DraftKings. We give you 0.99 repeating over at Sean's book. All right, so we got some games, we got some picks. I do like. Do you guys want to do a coin toss?
Hey, I just want to give a quick shout out to the fine folks. Was it Country Home Cooking and Sierra Vista? We just went to sat through a seminar on medical transportation insurance in order to get a free meal, and then just ask really stupid questions.
Imagine you're in a sales pitch and Doug's like one of the guys you're supposed to like try and give the hard pitch to about medical. How did you get on the mailing list to be pitched this once in a lifetime opportunity, Doug?
It was actually the second one we've gone to. We've gone to 3. We're fucking we ran into people that I was going to use as an excuse because I had to leave to get here and it was running long and I had to eat my sandwich. Like I was cramming it in because I got to go. I got to be back in Bisbee at fucking 2. And I was going to say I got to go to a celebration of life event. And when they go, oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to go, oh, it's no one I know. They just have really good snacks at that mortuary. I'm kind of on a circuit.
Yeah, you've heard of wedding crashers. The Doug's working the other end of the spectrum. The grief crashers, better spread, more.
Well, yeah, fucking timeshare sales, all that shit.
What was our name this time? What was our name?
And I walk in and there was a bunch of Bisbee people, old people, but they knew who we were. Come around to say hi, Bingo.
Okay.
And I could tell when I walked in that they fucking knew me. And the guy says, "Oh, and what's your last name?" And I go, "Because I said Houlihan because that's what I'd put it under." And like 3 people turn around.
Houlihan.
Yeah, Amy Houlihan. When they had me spell it on the phone, they go, "Can you spell that for me?" And I go, "I never really could."
It's always escaped me, the spelling of my own last name.
So then I sounded it out, and then
you spelled it wrong when you had to spell my name.
Yeah,
same name.
My wife's name, Amy Houlihan, and then I spelled it a different way.
I love the haircut, Bingo.
Thank you.
Yeah,
The
nice,
throwback.
nice buzz cut there.
Yeah,
Looks
that's
2000,
2004 Bingo look.
Yeah.
and we got Christian in the chat saying, "Love it." Ask Doug who the discount meat of the week is. Good
Thanks for
reminder.
the plug, Christian.
Yeah.
Thanks for that's the name of the new special just released on New Year's Eve. Man, the discount meat that's going to be a pick. I don't know what.
Yes.
Are we going to get to the points, or are we getting to dicks?
Well, I think we we do them simultaneously, right? So because we can talk games and dicks at the same time, because I lined them up in order, and we got some games here, and of course, shout out to everyone sending in the picks. First up, we got the Cleveland Browns versus the Baltimore Ravens. The spread now is the Browns are getting 20 points.
Oh,
Yes. And here we go. We also have a pick of the Browns. Doesn't look like a 20-incher there.
Oh, Peanut, it seems too low. It's placed too low on his body.
Yeah. I don't know. That might just be like a separated.
He's got his pants pulled up too high, like Ed Gridley.
Now that usually I'm wearing reading glasses when I do that. But now I actually have to get close to see the dick because I'm fucking near. So I have to do this now. Not just doing it to be funny, but it helps.
So
we're after the fucking Browns in it. What jumped 3 points? I had it at 17 and a half.
Yes. So they just announced Bailey Zappi is going to be starting. Browns, the Ravens need to win this game to win the AFC North. They're at home. They're obviously a much better team, but 20 points. Kind of crazy. Yeah. Brendon, what do you think of the Browns here getting 20 points? Usually like a big dog.
I got him. I mean, I didn't put the bet in yet, but there was 18 and a half when I looked at it an hour ago. So
yeah,
I think I'm going to go with that because I feel like, this is going to be an easy win for the Ravens, and they're going to start benching starters once they're up by a couple touchdowns, probably. But maybe not.
I like Cleveland. I was thinking the same thing. They're gonna, and Cleveland, they're rivals, and they'll start doing crazy shit and faking punts and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean they got nothing to lose. They'll play for it. So yeah, I like the Browns getting 20. We also have another. These both games are on Saturday. There's no Thursday night game tonight. Bengals Steelers 2.5 point home dogs, and we got some Steelers picks here. That 2.5, I think they nailed the line there. 74. He's doing all right.
Yeah, that's on a 6'5", 300-pound man. So you put that wiener on any of us, it's going to look good.
And we also got some Bengals ones in here. Bengals look like they could be sneaking into the playoffs.
That's a camel toe right there, gentlemen. 57, that's a camel toe. Honey, come see the camel toe on 57.
Wow.
It's definitely split in two. Maybe he's
number 29. I think he's got the tip tucked under his thigh pad.
Yeah,
that's gonna pinch.
He's way out of the crease there.
He doesn't want his dick to fall out completely, so he kind of pinned it down with the.
Here's another Bengals one. Joe Burrow giving out game balls, if you will.
Yeah, Burrow's showing nice.
So, what do you guys? What's the consensus here now? Steelers are in a weird spot because it depends if the Ravens win. If the Ravens win, they can't win the AFC North. They can kind of play for some playoff seeding. But Bengals need to win, and then they need Dolphins to lose and the Broncos to lose to get in. So they need a lot of help. Brendon, what are you doing here? Bengals, Steelers.
I like the Bengals, but I took Pittsburgh at 2.5. I feel like they're at home, and I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up, but I was feeling Pittsburgh plus 2.5 because I don't like betting on Pittsburgh, and I just feel like I didn't want to let that get in the way of me betting on Pittsburgh.
I
Doug,
love
what are you doing?
Even though I loathe them as a team. But I went to Cincinnati because I'm going with the heart. I would love to see either Cincinnati or Miami in the playoffs. Broncos, fuck them.
Yeah, I kind of want to see the Broncos in there, but certainly the Cincinnati Bengals are a way more entertaining team. And maybe I have Broncos to make the playoffs at 7-1 that I'm sweating out. So we'll see if they are actually. Yeah, why don't we just get to that game? Because we got Broncos Chiefs. We got a little. We do have some post game celebration here from the Chiefs. Interesting dynamic here with the Santa Claus. I think that's Andy Reid dressed up as I can't tell, as Santa Claus. And then we also have
who's the guy with the fucking elf guy? He looks like
I think that's the owner. I'm not 100% sure.
He looks somewhere between Ron Perlman and the one weird guy that's in the fucking weird movies.
Oh, the Hellboy guy?
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, that's Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
Right, sorry.
But who's the other one? The fucking that lived in half a fucking short building with John Cusack. Come on.
Half a short building with John Cusack.
I'm horrible with actor names.
Yeah, no, it's a really weird movie, and it was forget it. Being John Malkovich, that's it.
Oh yeah, John Malkovich. Yeah.
I wish he was showing some cock.
I don't know. Let's zoom in.
Elf cock for Christmas.
we got one of the kicker as well.
More kicker dick. We have a full calendar of kicker dick if we want.
Kicker dick while thanking the Lord. I think is first time ever on Get to the Points.
His fingers are pointing up, but his dick is a divining rod.
He, of course, is the guy who went viral for his comments about women staying in the kitchen and that kind of, or those type of comments. I forget his exact, but
we can put words in people's mouths. If he's going to put his cock in our faces, we can put words in his mouth. I think he said it's okay to beat women as long as, if they're not paying attention to the game.
Yeah, in hindsight, Harrison Butker's not going to write us a stern letter about being misquoted when we're making fun of his tiny dick in his kicking pants. Like he's got bigger fish to fry with our show. Now the Chiefs, they're not playing their starters,
Right.
So they are 10 points. Last I checked, 10-point underdogs against the Broncos. Broncos need the game. It's always scary betting on the team that needs the game versus the team that's just – now it's 10.5.
Yeah, I got it at 10.5.
Yeah, me too.
Are you guys taking KC?
I took KC, absolutely.
Yeah.
I took Broncos in the point.
No. Starters.
Oh,
You're talking about Kelsey and fucking Mahomes.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean like the entire rack of starters, does it?
Yeah.
Well, you can only bench so many guys is the other thing, right? So, yeah, like Mahomes won't play, Kelsey, but they still, Carson Wentz is going to be starting for them. I just think 10.5 is a ton for this Broncos team.
That is a ton. You know what? I
read somewhere that they're gonna be 24 days between fucking their games.
Yeah, that is a long layoff because they lock up the number 1 seed. Certainly will be interesting to see how that shakes out. We got some guy giving out some random hockey plays and get to the points. Appreciate that. Likes the Avalanche on the puck line tonight.
Hey, fucking a wager's a wager. I fucking cleaned up on that Ohio State yesterday.
Oh yeah.
That was fun. Oh, and you did send in some Doug, you sent some into our group chat from the college games. We can get to those real quick.
Yeah, I just asked how you have your fantasy draft going.
Yeah, because you're as snout scouts, you're always looking to the college to the next level. Shout out to Arizona State. Great cover. Almost won outright on the money line.
That was a great game.
That was an awesome game. And I fucking had Arizona State on the money line at like plus 340. They couldn't get the win. And then, it's always funny when they look sad and popping through the shorts.
He's looking down at it, hoping it's fucking showing. It's like,
It's like if you had too many drinks and you're trying to get laid, you're like looking down at it. Do something. Come on. This
oh my
is your
God,
big
Bingo
shot.
is so into that game. She's like, my God, I had no idea if college ball was this exciting. Can we switch to being college ball fans? I go, there's too many teams. I can't keep track.
It's too wild to bet on because you forget about like when you're watching the game and you're like, oh, these guys are basically still in high school. Like there's so many weird bonehead, like not that the NFL is perfect, but yeah, all those missed fucking kicks in that game. Like there's just so many like weird random where you're like, how did he not do that? The only time I ever bet on college is when it's like the over bet is usually good. Over 65, you're usually going to hit it because one team, all the scores are always 65-24.
Yeah, college has some crazy, especially depends on the conference. But college does have some crazy shootout type games. And yeah, there's a shit ton of like 300 plus teams.
I tell you when fucking Shane Gillis was here and there was during quarantine, he drove out across country and we're putting on, he's just playing me old college games that he loves and he goes, yo, let's watch this one. It's fucking 7 overtimes. Or maybe 8, I don't know. And I go, all right. And he goes, yeah. And then so-and-so fucking wins on the last second. I'm like, why would you fucking tell me the ending of something? I'm about to sit through a 7 overtime fucking game. And you tell me not just who wins, but the score and the play.
And how they win. Yeah, I mean, the whole point of watching an old game for someone like you who didn't see the original is being able to relive it or, to actually have the sweat live.
Yeah, I think we've talked about this, how fucking NFL Network shows replays of the games, but they have the current crawler. So at some point, unless you fucking put duct tape over the bottom of your TV screen so you can't read that, you're going to see the final score. Or in the programming, they go, oh, we're going to go back to Super Bowl 21 where San Francisco ekes out a win. Like, why do you put the ending in the fucking description, you assholes?
Coming up next, The Sixth Sense, starring Bruce Willis, who's actually a ghost the whole time.
I mean, it's impossible to try and record like, hey, I'm going to be out, I can't watch the game, to record the game and then actually watch it later without having it spoiled. It's just very difficult. Impossible. It really is. All right, so where were we? We're talking everyone likes the Chiefs getting the 10.5. Let's see some of the other games we got queued up. Oh, we do have Tampa Bay Bucks versus,
that's a big line too.
Yeah, this is see, Tampa is now laying 13.5 at home against the Saints. They need this game, they need to win the NFC South. I got some money on them to win the NFC South. 13.5 point favorites against Carolina Panthers. We also got this submission.
I don't know why. Oh, no. Okay, I do.
13.5 seems about right.
Wait, where's Tampa Bay? They're playing who?
They're at home playing the Saints.
Okay, that's the one. Why would I because I bet yesterday. Why would that have been off the board? Because I couldn't find it.
Maybe they briefly took it off because of the Saints not knowing who they were going to play at quarterback, but both are pretty bad options for the Saints. That would be my only guess.
I'm taking Tampa Bay. I knew that, but for whatever reason, it wasn't up there. But yeah, I like them, and I fucking like Carolina +8.
Yeah. Let's get to that game too.
I got Panthers +9.
Oh yeah, now on Bet Online, it's Panthers +9 against Falcons. I'm with you. I don't see why. In what world does this Falcons Michael Penix, who is obviously we're huge fans of, and get to the points, but why him being a 9-point favorite's insane.
Have we got a Penix photo yet?
I don't think we've gotten a Penix penis sent in.
We'll decide if he's a junior or a senior.
Yes, and maybe some of this gets into the like the NFL Combine, and I did put in our credentials to cover the NFL Combine. We'll see. I mean, they measure the hands. They may as well have us there scouting out as well. But yeah, I'm with you guys on the Panthers catching the 9 points. It's a big number for the Falcons who, yeah.
Again, they need it. And this is where I was trying to figure out, okay, well, they need it, but will they already know whether they're fucked based on who played earlier? And I'm like, I'm not doing that much work for fucking a $20 bet. Just, yeah, I'll go with my heart. It's the last week of the season. Anything could happen with all these teams that are fucked.
Yeah,
it is.
So, go with your heart on some of them, like that Cleveland, Carolina. I hate Atlanta, and I hate that guy.
Yeah, they should not be 9 point.
Oh wait, he's not even playing anymore.
Kirk Cousins?
Yeah.
Who's the Michael Penix? Penix is the guy filling in for Kirk Cousins. You like that guy? We also got Bills Patriots. Bills.
Someone's screaming the black guy.
What's up?
Who's screaming in the background?
Oh, that is this is Kirk Cousins yelling, "You like that? You like that?"
Oh, all right. Said, who's the other guy? And I thought it was saying the black guy. Like, you like that? I thought it was the black guy.
The black guy, Michael Penix is the starter now. All right, we got Bills Patriots. This is a nice submission here as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, everybody's looking good.
The choreographed dance popping through the pants is always a fun touch here. Shout out to the Bills. Now the Bills have the 2 seed locked up. They can't really help themselves here. The Pats, if they lose, the Patriots lock up the number 1 draft pick, but they're starting and it sounds like the Bills are going to play Josh Allen for a little bit, maybe pull him. This one is tough to break down. I don't know.
Yeah,
either one.
It's a tough week. I got the Bills -2 because I feel like I feel like they're going to win by 2. I don't know. And yeah, where the Patriots, kind of benefit from losing. Patriots benefit from losing. So I don't know. Not that they're going to lose on purpose, but I don't know. This week is just so crazy because you just don't even know who, they're going to pull a guy out of the stands.
I got a couple of dog cards, money line dog cards. I got a 5-teamer with New England, Carolina, Dallas, Jacksonville, and KC. $2 to pay $768.39. That's your discount meat of the week, my friend.
Yeah. I mean, I would also throw, and I might do it. I haven't done it yet, but the Browns straight up was like 12 plus 1,200. So, if you want to win $120 on a $10 bet,
especially the division ones, like the Panthers. I think they're live on the money line against the Falcons. Like any of these teams, you have like it's become their Super Bowl, right? Like you have a chance to ruin your rival's chance of getting in the playoffs. That's always appealing.
Yeah, that's why I like the Browns there with nothing to lose, but everything to gain by shaming the Steelers or the Ravens, whoever. I have a teaser. Do we ever fuck with teasers on this show?
No, I don't think we have. But,
I like the teaser. The end of the year is time to fuck with the teasers. To take a look, San Francisco plus 10.5 at Arizona. Yes, of course. It couldn't possibly lose. Atlanta minus 1.5. That could be. Philadelphia plus 4. Miami plus 5.5. Cincinnati plus 5. $20 for $90. Should I spend the money right now?
I mean, Doug, you may as well. And why don't you take that money, put it over on Underdog Fantasy using the promo code points, so you get that sweet deposit match. So you turn that 90 into what?
135.
135 because you get the 50%
find what I did.
Deposit match over there. Underdog Fantasy, fun week to play the Underdog Fantasy. The Brendon, do you have any guys you like in Underdog Fantasy? Now, not all of them are up because of some of the starters not playing, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I haven't. It was a little too well, and with all the traveling I'm doing right now, I haven't really had time to check in with it. But like I said,
Hey, Brendon, you might want to go up on the roof and fiddle with the aerial.
Your internet cut out there a little bit, Brendon.
But in the meantime, I'll tell you I got
what do you like?
Zach Flowers more than 58 yards receiving, 58.5. Zach Ertz less than 38.5. And Bucky Irvin less than fuck. Come on, scroll, bitch. 86.5. There's no way Bucky Irvin's getting more than 86.5. I've never even heard of the guy.
Now, the only thing I would warn you about is Zach Ertz has a bunch of contract incentives that he gets paid if he hits some of his receiving stuff. So that would be the only thing I would worry about. But the other two I like.
Was he the guy that was yelling racist shit at a concert when he played for the Eagles?
No, but that was Riley Cooper. But that's
the guy from The Hangover.
Yeah. Well, they're both Eagles fans, or at least Riley Cooper was until they eventually cut him. I don't know if he's still a fan. I don't know if you remain a fan after the team fires you. The guy I like this week in Underdog Fantasy, Tyler Huntley, quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. Him to get a rushing touchdown. This is one of their spicy plays.
Wait, what happened to Tua Tagovailoa?
He's out. He's banged up. So Tagovailoa, he's not playing. Tyler Huntley though loves running the ball. Jets are horrible against running quarterbacks, and this one is one of those spicy multipliers. So underdogfantasy.com, promo code points. Get it over there. Use the promo code. And good times on that. We got everyone checking in. Christian Holiday saying Miami plus 5.5 sounds good. If they lose, it'll be by 3.
Right.
So he's involving the little teaser there.
Oh, is Underdog Fantasy legal in New Jersey?
I thought New Jersey was the first one to make sports book shit legal. Chris Christie there with a big sandwich in his face going, I'm going to be the first, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah. No, okay. I got it. It wouldn't let me. It wouldn't show up Tyler Huntley. Okay. Never mind.
You see Huntley in there now?
It was there, but it said we cannot find Tyler Huntley in NFL. Let's see. Tyler Huntley. Yeah, look.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That is weird. Maybe Pick'em. They have certain rules about Pick'em, and I forget what states off the top of my head. Tyler Huntley, I like him. Underdog Fantasy, promo code points. Let's see any other. We do have trying to think who else we got. Okay, so we do have the Giants Eagles. Should be a interesting game.
Yeah, again, that's a tough one, you know.
Yeah, Giants. Well, how did they fuck me last week? There was fucking.
They won the game
somehow. Yeah, against the Colts. That's how they.
Yeah.
Shit, dick to me.
Well, see, they had no business. They had no business.
That's the dick. That's the dick that was in my ass, Mom. Go talk to his parents.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
There you go, Madden chiming in. The Giants were randomly fired up for that game. I love the Colts. I love the Giants.
That guy's lay down. Is that guy's middle finger pointing at his dick? Can we go back to back one? No,
wait, sorry. This guy.
This guy.
It does feel like he's. I don't know how he's.
That's how I scratch my balls, but I do it in the down motion. Like this, like I'll get in the crook between my ball and thigh, and just here, get me back. Where am I?
Wait, there you go.
The downstroke of the ball scratch.
Now, I do this on the side between the legs, but if you do that too much, you can get
fucking yogurt and you're underneath your fingernails.
You get some chafing too. I realize.
You're going to eat shrimp with those fingers later.
No, that's this hand. I scratch with the left.
Oh, yeah.
Strip with the right.
You got to have your scratching hand, your eating hand, especially at NFL Sunday. You don't want to be scratching the balls with the
Sometimes I have to, when I'm putzing around the house, scratching my balls all morning, and then I got to make my kids lunch, I go, oh, should I wash my hands? I mean, they came from my balls.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
They're used to that home. Yeah, it is funny.
Build up their immune systems.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah. Yeah, who needs vaccinations when you got
a dad scratching his balls and smearing your peanut butter on your Wonder Bread.
It is weird how just like scratching my balls, I do it and then don't even think about that I was doing it. Like it's just so it's just so ingrained.
Well, I scratch my balls so rarely in the winter because if it's under 70 degrees, I'm wearing long johns. So I got like 3 layers. I got underpants, I got long johns, and then I got whatever pajama pants or suit pants so it's hard to get to the actual touching of the balls. So it's more jostling.
It's like you're protecting yourself from yourself. Put on another layer.
All right, last game. We got Rams Seahawks. Rams. What are they? They're laying 4.5. Or sorry, they're getting 6.5. My bad.
Yeah.
They're not playing a bunch of their starters. See, they're already celebrating. They won the NFC West. Pretty excited.
There's that's some quality cock shot right there. I mean, it's not framed right, but if that cock was in the middle of that photograph, you'd go, that is really prime, possibly even a cover shot. Are we going to do a thing where we pick the dick of the year and to use as our photograph for next year? Like, are we going to create a Madden jinx?
Oh, yes.
Like where we pick the dick. Oh, if you have dick of the year, I get to the points next season, you're going to fucking blow out a fucking ACL.
Blow out your scrotum or something.
Vast deference.
Maybe we can get someone to Photoshop.
Vast deference on that guy.
Maybe we can get someone to Photoshop one of our MVDs onto like this guy, not a D, but that one's awesome. But like this guy on the Madden cover. If you're good at Photoshop, feel free, take a crack at it. And then send that in.
This might be the last year that they're actual dicks. Like by next year, we might have to fucking just cave in and buckle our knees and start AI and fucking dicks everywhere. Just full on naked dicks.
There was that article about how women are going to be sleeping primarily with robots by 2025. So I imagine that's going to bleed itself over into the NFL.
By this year, 2025?
Yeah, I think it was a headline from like 10 years ago that everyone kept quoting because it does seem like it's a little bit off.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. It depends on how you categorize a vibrator.
A little bit more ice.
Yeah, it does feel like it's somewhat robotic there. All right, let's see. I think I got to all the dicks. Well, actually, you know what? Sorry, Chargers. Congrats to the Chargers. They're in the playoffs. They're an interesting game because they might
Those look like needly dicks. I see. We should do this before I bet because I took the Chargers, and based on those penises, I'm lacking confidence.
Yeah, so some of them are lacking
That is
confidence.
weird. If you go, look at them. They're all kind of pointy.
Yeah, it might be the angle of the camera.
The guy on the right and the guy the two guys on the corners both have the same kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
See, point, and then even that guy in the back looks like he's got a packet of certs in his pants.
You know what? Maybe because they're California and they're all fucking libtards. Maybe the team makes them all wear equal sized fucking ball and cock packages that they stuff, so everyone's equal. You don't want your real junk showing. We're going to just show them Charger cock, and they're all the same size, and they're a little pointy, and everyone's the same because this is a team sport. We're not one big fucking wang out there. We're a bunch of little dicks that are working together to fuck that other team in their ass. So let's get fucking small and soft and hit the field.
Doug's channeling his inner football coach again. I like it.
All right, team. We're going to be wearing cups this year, but we're not going to be wearing athletic cups. We're going to be wearing diva cups.
There is a well, it is, California, very progressive, first team to install diva cups.
Gender has no place on this team.
There's a troubling amount of right angles in this Chargers photo would be my feedback. Like, where are the right angles coming from?
Party hats.
All right. Good times as always. Got through a bunch of picks, bunch of dicks, get to the points.
I just have my big bets.
Yeah, what's your big bet?
I have $225 at Cincinnati minus 1.5, and San Francisco +4 at Arizona. Fuck my team. And I put $50 at the fucking, there's a knee-jerk reaction on the Chargers -5. That was my $50 bet. And you're giving me a fucking nickel's worth of dicks.
They could be in trouble. Brendon, any other big plays you want to throw out there?
Yeah, I mean, I like the Dolphins. The Eagles game, I'm a little, I don't know if I got the Eagles -3. I like the Niners too, +4.5. And I got the Rams +6.5. That feels pretty good to me too. But like I said, you never know who you don't know who's playing this week. So
there's a lot of unknowns.
Stephen A is throwing out some Harbaugh jokes.
Who's got it better than us? No,
harder than us. Harder, he said.
Oh, harder. I missed.
Yes, that was his joke.
I fucked his joke up.
I'm gonna. On the off chance I pull this off, I am gonna quickly throw out. You can play it back in slow motion if you like. This is my $46,000 money line parlay. Cleveland, New England, Carolina, Dallas, KC, San Francisco, Minnesota. 7 teams have to win straight up. $5 bet pays $46,281.48. And I feel pretty fucking confident today.
Hell yeah.
It's the On the Rocks pre-mixed Manhattan talking.
Ooh, I like that. Great start to the afternoon.
I'm going to do that bet too.
Yeah, now I'm going to Doug, send that in the group chat because I want to make sure I get that as well. I can't hear someone's crazy parlay and not tail it. I have gambling FOMO.
Yeah, the hard part of that is Cleveland. That's why I took them off my other one. But yeah, Cleveland themselves. That's like a plus. Yeah,
Cleveland in and of its own right's like 12-1. But hey, it's week 18. Wild shit happens. Hey, make sure you check out Doug's special discount meat available on Patreon.
Oh, right? And both parts of Ukraine are up on YouTube too. So you don't even have to be part of the Patreon, but you will be because we go to Slab City and then other shit and crazy things. We're going.
I watched some of your special last night, Doug. I like that whole way you did it with all the little TVs and shit. It's cool.
Yeah, that was all Alex. Alex did all the weird production value on that, and otherwise, it was really kind of just shitty footage. We leaned into it and made it something.
Yeah, it looks good.
Brendon, you got the World Records podcast. Check that out.
Yeah, World Record. I did since I've been traveling. We've been compiling all the crank calls from the show from the beginning. So I'm starting to release crank call compilations. So go check out the YouTube and there's like a half hour's worth of crank calls, and then if you go to the Patreon, it's over an hour of crank calls, and then we're gonna keep putting those out too. So.
Good.
Well worth it.
Yeah, good times. Make sure you sign up for both those. And obviously check out Sports Gambling Podcast and send in your picks, winhardly@gmail.com. And we'll see you next week for the super wild card.
And then we begin the playoff of cocks.
Playing with yourself off.
We should have enough pictures from different teams where we can go head to head.
Yeah.
pictures versus picking the game.
Yeah, if somebody wants to, if one of the listeners wants to organize the cocks for us, email winhardly@gmail.com, and I'll send you a folder of all the cocks we've gotten throughout the season.
And we'll send you a gift for your work. We'll give you some kind of swag. I'll send you something. Sports Green will send you something.
Yep.
Brendon
I'll send you a visor. I'll send you a world record visor if you want that.
Yeah, definitely hook you guys up with some merch. All right. Great times as always. And we'll see you next week.
All right. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Cheers.